Imagine that you are so upset, you are crying, and you don't know what to do. Someone has just hurt your feelings, and you have nowhere to turn or nowhere to go. Where do you want to go? You may want to go to your best friend, your dog. Have you thought about your dog being your best friend? According to Dr. Becker, from our hearts to our heads, to our cradle to our grave, dogs are helping us live happy, fuller, and healthier lives. Pets are an important part of life, and they help us in so many ways that we will never know. My dog Allie is one of my best friends. She makes me so happy. I'll come home from school and she's sitting there wagging her tail waiting for me to come and play with her. She knows when I'm sad and she will come over and she'll just lay on me and make me feel better. It is a great thing to have a dog like that. She is loving and she's so smart. Allie has gone to pet training school and we've shared so many great memories through pet training school and through other things. She's been a great dog to have. Through my experiences with my dog Allie, I would like to suggest some reasons to you on why you should have a dog or why you should get your kids a dog. First, dogs teach responsibility. Dogs have to be fed, they have to be watered, they need to be walked, and they need to be taken care of. Through this, you can teach your children responsibility. You can tell them they need to feed the dog, they need to water the dog, and they need to do anything else like that. At any age, they can help with the dog, and this will teach them responsibility that they will need throughout their life. At a young age, they can learn how to help you wash the food bowl. They can learn how to help you fill their water up and to let you know when their water is low. And they can help you brush the dog, and that will also teach them to be gentle with the dog. And that's another thing they will need to know. Whenever kids get older, they can feed the dog, they can wash the dog, they can make sure the dog has water, and they can take the dog on walks and they can play with the dog. And you can give them more responsibilities because they're older and they need more responsibilities as they get older. Through this will teach the kids more responsibility, and it will also help them in a way that you cannot get responsibility from anywhere else. A dog can also teach a child patience, because sometimes dogs do not listen the first time. You have to go over the steps with them. When I taught my dog Allie how to sit, it took us a few days to work on it, because she did not register that I wanted her to sit sometimes, so we would work on it each day. And after about 4 days, she got it, and so she was able to sit. So when dogs are not listening and not sitting, or when they're chewing and slobbering on everything like dogs do, you have to be patient. Dogs do not understand what's right and what's wrong. And so if you just scream at the dog, then that's not going to help the dog. It's just going to frustrate the dog. And so you have to be patient with the dog, and the dog will learn how to eventually do it. Allie is now a very smart dog. She will fetch, she will sit, she will stay, and she has learned a lot, but you just have to be patient. And this is a great way for children to learn patience, because they will need to be patient with the dog. Dogs help children with compassion. Compassion, it will help them because they realize that they need to think about others and not themselves. The dog, it needs to be fed and walked, and the dog needs to have water. And so this will teach the children that another living creature relies on them, and that they need to love the dog, and that they need to be gentle and loving and caring for the dog. They have to make sure the dog is taken care of, and it also teaches that dogs do not communicate through speaking. So you have to pick up on nonverbal cues. The nonverbal cues will help the children through the rest of their life. When you're trying to communicate with someone, but sometimes you do not understand what they are saying, then you need those nonverbal cues. And so they will know that when they needed them with their dog, they can also use them with people when they get older. So that's another lesson that it will help with, is nonverbal communication, because that is a very important part of talking now. Dogs can also help reduce stress. When you are petting or playing with your dog, it increases the stress-reducing hormones and decreases the stress hormones. These changes help a nervous child open up and to be calm and more relaxed. This helps the child open up about their feelings. Sometimes children do not want to open up to adults about how they are feeling. And so if they have a dog in the situation, this will help them open up. And this will help them to be calm and to learn how they need to talk about their feelings, and it will help them be less stressed. And the child will learn that from the dog. Pets also increase physical activity. The children can walk the dog, they can play with the dog, and it gets them outside and running around and playing with a dog. And so that helps with their physical activity. I've been thankful to be growing up with a dog. She has been a blessing in my life. Allie has taught me how to be more responsible, how to be more compassionate, and many other things. She has taught me that I need to think about others. And there are so many lessons in my life that I've gotten just from a dog like Allie. We have a great time playing together, and I enjoy sitting there and petting her. I know that dogs are a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of effort, but they are well worth it. The benefits far outweigh the cost. I encourage everyone to have a dog in their life.